Everybody, hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Meredith Watson, Mac Boss Doctor. Hope you guys are having a great night. I'm going to share this to my private group and then I'll share other places later. I wanted to talk about if you are doing what lights you up daily. Do you know what lights you up would be the first question. And then if you don't know, that would explain why you're not doing it because you don't know what lights you up. I am pretty simple with what lights me up. I like to sleep. I like to cook. I like to eat. I like to spend time with my mom and my daughter. They're who light me up. They're what makes me get up in the morning. I like impacting the lives of my clients and customers. I like showing up online to convey my message and my truth. Those things are extremely important to me. I hope I'm still okay. There I am. And that makes me super happy. I like to sleep late and stay up late, as you probably know from the times on my lives. Um, I'm a pastry girl. I like croissants and I like bagels and I like danishes and coffee with my mom and sleeping. Well, actually, yeah, I love to sleep. But when my mom is visiting, I like to get up with her and drink coffee and eat pastries and have a good time and talk a little bit about our day before the Kindertart gets up. And then everything's about her. I like lazy lunches and beaches and museums and great food and drink. And like I said, my mom and my daughter are my heart and soul. And creating impact with my clients, I can't get enough of that. I tend to be a workaholic in that regard because it gives me so much joy and it lights me up in such a great way. I like to talk to my mom, really getting on the phone with her and having long, drawn out conversations about life and love and all the things that light us up and being able to share that with her. She's a really, really cool woman. And to be able to talk to her about any and everything is a gift. And I like to, of course, when she stays over, I like her and I to have our time at night to talk as well when my daughter is after she's gone to bed and we've done everything that she wanted to do because it's usually about her. And finding my joy was hard. Finding how I wanted to show up in the world, how I wanted to impact the world at a soul level was difficult at first because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I stood for. On the overall, I had core values. My core values are still the same: social justice, treating people correctly, loving in spite of people's imperfections. I was about to say infallibles, but imperfections. That's always been important to me. But I stayed stuck in a box that someone else created for years, almost 4 decades. And I was really unsure of how to get out of the box. I was suffocating. I'm a recovering people pleaser and doormat. And just to own my truth and to really get out in the world and show people who I am and really what I stand for and really what I think is important, because I've always just tried to not follow the crowd, but just not ruffle any feathers. Like blaze my own trail quietly. That was what was my goal. And I did what I should do. I should all over myself. Who should I do this for? When should I do it? Why? It was never about what I truly wanted. It was just about staying under the radar and doing what other people wanted me to do so that I didn't ruffle any feathers and I didn't cause any problems and I didn't start any upheavals or uproars. But that changed we're broaching a year, I guess. And in some capacity, some things already happened a year ago, but it just depends on which particular change we're talking about as to how long ago it was. And everything that I loved, all the security, all of the cushions, all of the foundation, all the concrete I thought I was standing on, the solid foundation, ripped from me without any type of forewarning. The universe tried to warn me, but I wasn't paying attention. So I say it wasn't any warning because I wasn't paying attention to the warnings that were set out before me. And I was left kind of feeling cold and bare and alone, and to find my truth and recreate myself and rise above the ashes, become my authentic, soulful self, and own myself. Really, truly own me for who I truly am. That I love strategic planning, that I like the hybrid program I've created with one-on-one meets group meets resource library. I need my me time every day. I like rum and coke. I love steak. I don't like all of the noise. I'm more of an introverted, calm, cool, collected, peacemaking person. And to really own that, even if it's not pretty, even if it's not normal, keep my eyes on my own paper, not worry about the noise on the outside, and do away with the garbage that had been fed to me. And I found that creating an impact on a soul level included me owning my introversion. owning my hermit mom, homeschooling mom status, owning the fact that I need me time every single day, owning that I love digital products and showing people how to show up in their unique way, overcoming the mindset blocks, becoming visible, creating drill-worthy content, creating products that soulfully show how they impact the world, and then closing the sale by painting the picture. That's what lights me up. Traveling, eating, good food, good sleep, the good life. And everybody has their own definition of what the good life is, but to show up authentically, you have to truly know who you are and be soulful about it. It doesn't mean a pretty website. It doesn't mean hundreds of, what are they called? Photo shoots. It's about just showing up authentically as to who you are and owning that. Thanks to whoever who's joining. And I love helping other entrepreneurs, moms, dads, all the people create businesses and life that they can love and enjoy and that makes them feel good. And they're monetizing their leverageable skill, because we all have a leverageable skill. We all have something that we can teach other people well and monetize that. There's nothing wrong with loving money and what it can do for you. People say that the love of money is the root of all evil. Maybe the love of anything over dramatically is wrong, probably, because everything in moderation. But money affords you flexibility. It affords you peace. It affords you choices. That's what I love about money, is that it affords you choices. I'd much rather cry in a Mercedes than in a Pinto. I'd much rather live by the beach than in a crowded city with an infestation of varmints. I'd much rather be able to pick the doctors that my daughter gets to see versus having to not let her get any kind of medical care because I don't have the money. I like being able to afford. I like being able to do what I want and have choices. That's what money affords you. Getting a sitter so you can go have a night out, or having someone come watch your daughter while you just take a bath. Things that are commonplace to some, it's not commonplace to others. Everybody has their own idea of what rich and poor and significant and sufficient, everybody has their own definition. And that's why I wanted to know what lights you up, because what lights you up may not light me up in the other way around, but it's okay if you're doing what lights you up and you're happy and you're satisfied and you're feeling like you're impacting the world at a soul level in a positive direction. A lot of people are impacting the world, but it's not at a soul level and it's not in a good way. And we definitely want to impact the world in a good way. And I created the MacBoss Evolutionary Enlightenment Box to help people with their mindset, to help people show up authentically, to help people create businesses of their dreams and monetize their leverageable skill. It's the box of all the tips and tricks and mind maps and JPEGs and tools and ebooks and videos and PDFs that you need, plus strategy behind the success of life and business. Without meditation and yoga and mindfulness and spiritual practices, plus automation, systemization, and passive income, creating offers that light me up, that therefore I can paint the picture of how it will help others, I don't know what I do. I have sought out group programs, resource libraries, I've hired coaches, and they've all had their place and they've all helped in specific ways. But being able to bring all that together, plus the mindset mastery, plus learning who I am authentically, those are the things that lit me up. Those are the things that got me where I wanted to be. And have access to a library, a mentor, Facebook group with accountability and comrades, to me, is the best hybrid ever. And I think it helps you to really hone who you are, because you can kind of bounce ideas off each other, as well as delve deep into the mindset component of the package and really look and see if it's really you that isn't showing up, or is it you letting your limiting beliefs that are keeping you from showing up? Because for me, it was just my limiting beliefs. It was me not knowing that those things weren't true. And once I realized that they weren't true, I'm not fat, I'm not clumsy, I'm not 4 eyes, I'm not Oreo, I bring something to the world that no one else does, I could really show up for my clients and customers and really catapult their lives with them and their mindset. And it's the most amazing feeling in the world. And once you review and utilize the components of the box, you have the tools to move forward with your life and business with mastery and confidence. You'll be able to delve deep into how you want to launch your programs, how you want to show up to the world, how you want to create content and create programs, and you'll be able to master your mindset and tackle the inner boogeyman or woman who keeps you stuck. The evolutionary enlightenment experience from that MacBoss Evolutionary Enlightenment Box, like I said, it's the coaches, it's the mind, it's the mom, the dad, the person's toolbox. you can go into the library of tools and you can control find any question and you'll find it in the toolbox. That's how comprehensive it is. And I made sure of that. And there's an option to get on the phone with me, a seasoned coach. This is my 8th successful business. I've been in business for myself for close to 20 years. And someone who wants to cheer you on and catapult your life and business with you, cheering you on alongside you. And there's the group accountability. You get the library of resources, the coach, and you just have all these things at your disposal, and it's for an incredibly affordable price. You can find your true self. Once I found my true self, there was nothing that could stop me. I was so in my own element that I could never, ever consider going backwards. And it's so progressive and forward thinking to keep growing as you grow your business, as you grow your life, to keep growing and keep learning. And as I add more to the portal, you get that piece of information as well because you have lifetime access. And it's the MacBoss Evolutionary Enlightenment Box. Start a revolutionary ripple effect. Whatever you do affects the next person, affects the next person. Pay it forward for the person at McDonald's. You know, buy the mom a pack of diapers for her baby. Offer to watch her while she grabs a shower. Little things we can do. And it's such an revolutionary effect, and it's a ripple effect. The clients that I help, they help others, and they help others. And it's a ripple effect, and I love the movement that I'm starting. It makes me light up. I also wanted to share that I redid my sales page. I'm super excited. And I'm not a big fan of web pages because really you're going to buy into what I bring to the table and how I affect you and your life and your business, and if that's something you want and if we resonate. So it's extremely important to me to have that information where you can get to know me, but that you also know what I offer, but you're still going to be really delving into, and the exchange will be between you and me, and that's what's important. But I redid my page and I love it. It's so exciting. I have buttons and I have pretty pictures. It's so pretty. So it's basically just kind of an about me, and then you can go to other sections and learn about my podcast, which I just started, Phoenix Radio, Rise Above the Ashes, as we talk about mindset meandering, life hacks, and business mastery. And I'll put the information in the comments, as well as I offer an offer of the month in case you don't want to buy the box. I don't know why you wouldn't want to buy it, but I offer like options to work with me on a one-on-one, one-off kind of session. We can delve deep, aerial view of your life and business, and tweak it where and if necessary, get you moving to the direction that you want to go in and you're destined to go in. And I'm also working with 4 other coaches to have a benefit for those who are affected by Harvey. I'm doing 2 different things for that. I'm having the speaking event for them. I'll put the information in the comments, as well as I'm doing 14 offers under $140. So if you want to take advantage of one of those, reach out to me. I have a private Facebook group, Strategically Confident, where we talk about all the things business, all the things life hacks, all the things mindset mastery. So I'm super excited about all of that. I know that's a lot to digest, so that's why I'm putting the information in the comments. And if you don't understand why still, I had 2 different clients recently that blew me away. I was humbled by their catapulting. I was humbled by their results. I had one client, she had a 12K month, hadn't made any money in her business previously, 12K month in the first 3 weeks of working with me. And I like to think it was because of the cheerleading, but she also showed up for herself and her business. Therefore, she was able to level up, and that means with confidence. She had the accountability, she had the support, and she was really coming into her own, her truth and confidence. And she had that cheerleader, me, to go to her lives and come to her programs. And she was able to really catapult her business and do a lot of things for her business and family. And she was able to paint the picture to her customers and clients about the transformation they would have working with her. Because we all bring a transformation. Some way, somehow, we bring a transformation. And there's nothing wrong with knowing what it is, so you can tell other people and paint that picture that you're going to get them from where they are to where they want to be with ease, grace, finesse, and tenacity. And she just decided she was going to finally show up and knew that she had a talent and a marketable, monetizable skill, and really owning her truth. And I'm so proud of her. I'm so humbled by her work and so humbled by the catapulting that's been done in her business and life. I had another client who literally had a 7K month within about 6 weeks work with me, and she had not made any money in her business beforehand, but she showed up and she learned the tips and tricks and the hacks and the mindset mastery on top of the business mastery, so she could really catapult her life and business and have the life and success that she was so destined to have. this year, because I'm more in my truth, more in my alignment with who I am and how I serve, we are not quite into the 9th month of the year. I've already doubled my income from last year in my business, and I'm super excited. It's not to brag, it's impact, and it's about coming into your truth and owning who you are and becoming in alignment and getting in the flow. Nothing I do is push anymore. If I don't feel good about it, juicy good, I don't do it. And I teach my clients to do the same thing. It needs to feel good, and you need to stay in the flow. So I'm going to head out, put all the stuff about the show and the Harvey, and then the 14 under 40, $140 plus the radio show. I'm really excited about that. And my offer of the month. And then if you really want to delve deep and really put your energy where it needs to be most, which is creating impact in this world in a way that only you can, I will put the information about the light box in the comments as well. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and know I'm cheering for you. Love and light.